let me be abundantly clear. In a lesser of two evils situation, if Cenk Uygur is running against, I don't know, Marjorie Taylor Greene, let's say, I'm voting for Cenk because I think he's an asshole, but that's a long fall off of genuinely grotesquely evil. Yeah, TYT hates me as well. And I, by the way, I welcome their hate though. That's the difference though. They should hate my guts for calling them out on this bullshit because them yelling at me doesn't affect my brand or my situation because I have, my ethical drive is pretty linear in those regards in terms of voting and people's, prioritizing shit they care about. Their record is really choppy and shitty. So they hate me because I draw attention to that sometimes. And the reason I draw attention to that is not because I want them to go off the air or because I don't think they should exist or that I think that some of the things they're advocating for aren't good things or some of the things they're advocating against or they're decrying aren't bad. It's that they're not helping and they essentially they do more harm than good. And I think they're aware of that a lot of the time. And I think they embrace it far too flippantly considering the seriousness of the threats in this world. Yeah. Meanwhile, Marjorie Taylor Greene calls out the CIA for running secret ops in Ukraine. This is now, I know what some of you are thinking. Oh my God, is she telling national secrets on her weird little show she does from the congressional cloakroom? No, she doesn't know anything. That's one of the best things about Marjorie Taylor Greene talking about any of this stuff is that if anybody heard what she was saying and they made a strategic decision based on it, they would get themselves killed if they're the enemy because she's an idiot. Okay, this is odd ad. Okay.
But even as the Biden administration has declared it will not deploy American troops in Ukraine.
Yeah, y'all guys.
Some CIA personnel.
There's a bug in there? Or does the CIA have the place bugged? Is that how she's letting us know? If you're being, if they're bugging you, do a one cheek sneak for yes and do a double cheek for no. Just let us. Is that a maybe? Sorry.
Have continued to operate in the country secretly.
Secretly. Okay, so you're telling, I guess, national secrets?
Mostly in the capital of Kyiv, directing
Kiev, but okay.
Much of the vast amounts of intelligence to the United States. And it
sorry, the CIA is in the capital directing most of the intelligence to the United States. All right. I'm going to go with can't read.
With Ukrainian forces, according to current and former officials. I'm not telling you anything you can't read yourself. This is in the New York Times.
Which is a trusted source for news. I agree. Look at that, Marge. We've already agreed on something. If you read something in the New York Times, you can take it to the fucking bank. Oh yeah, this is turned way down. Sorry.
At the same time, a few dozen commandos from other NATO countries, including Britain, France, Canada, Lithuania, also have been working inside Ukraine. The United States.
Yeah, commandos. That's the assumption is that they were sent there versus people who are retired or doing something else and are going there of their own free will.
Withdrew its own 150 military instructors.
By the way, the entire purpose, I suppose, of this conversation is to greenlight a Russian attack on NATO countries under the premise that because the UK or the United States or anyone else has these people in ground, that is effectively a NATO attack. That gives a pretext on which the Russians can attack NATO countries. And it's defensive. This is the argument she's making.
Before the war began in February, but commandos from these allies either remained or have gone in and out of the country since then, training and advising Ukrainian troops and providing an on-the-ground conduit for weapons and other aid. That's according to 3 U.S. officials.
3 U.S. officials. Can I just, if I may, ma'am, I'm enjoying the fact that you trust the New York Times. I'm also not sure why you're against this, other than the whole she wants the Russians to win and we're just prolonging the inevitable, the Jimmy Dore argument that she shares with him.
Few other details have emerged about what the CIA,
The CIA, my lord, CIA, CIA, my lord, CIA.
personnel or other commandos are doing.
What are they doing? What are we supposed to think? They're sweeping up or something? They're just helping. They're there to fix the cable? They're doing some sort of like porn shoot? They think they're just there being sex gurus and setting up gyms?
But their presence in the country, on top of the
They brought presents? All right, that's enough. Look, weapons are one thing. Training people to kill is another. But I don't want the CIA bringing gifts. Unless they're rigged to explode or something. Or spray you in the face with a gas that makes you tell the truth.
diplomatic staff members who returned after Russia gave up its siege of Kyiv hints at the scale of the secretive effort to assist Ukraine that is underway and the risks that Washington and its allies are taking. So you can ask yourself.
Yeah, ask yourself. Ask yourself.
Is the United States already at war with Russia?
Oh my God.
I think the answer is clear. I think the United States and others are running the war in Ukraine against Russia. It's not difficult to come to that conclusion.
Running, no. Providing support, absolutely. Think of it as a proxy war on the one hand, where Europe is protecting itself because they know, Poland and Moldova are the next to fall, and actually giving a shit about that is another thing entirely. The question that has to be asked, I think, above all else, is why wouldn't we?
It's just the fact that the American people weren't asked if they wanted to do this.
Well, we're, yeah, we kind of were, actually, because Trump tried to manipulate Zelensky to give this bullshit press conference saying there would be an investigation into Joe and Hunter Biden. And he tried to manipulate him using arms that would protect them against Russian aggression even before this war started. And then after that happened, the American people had an election and kicked Trump out of office and elected Joe Biden overwhelmingly, a man who said he would absolutely support Ukraine and has even since said that we would support Taiwan if it was attacked. So yeah, we've been asked and we answered. And the American people elected Joe Biden by the largest number in American history.
No, the American people are fed up. They're
fed up. They're sick of they're sick of sitting in crappy wooden chairs in dumb little rooms using 2013 microphones to tell stories out of school that don't make sense to anybody. They're tired of it. They're tired of sunscreen. They're
demanding the Biden administration, people in Congress actually care about our country.
They can actually care about our country by not caring about other countries. I see. Okay, good. All right. I didn't realize what the standard was. I was trying to figure out, I think so according to Marjorie Taylor Greene, the standard that shows you care about America is in how little you care about anyone else in the world. Just for the record, yeah, in case you couldn't see that behind the microphone. So basically, America is to have the jealous psycho X attitude towards its own people. or that the American people are supposed to feel that way towards its own government, the jealous psycho X. You don't look at another person, okay? Ever. Okay? I don't care if they were drowning. You fucking touch them, okay? Mouth to mouth my ass.
With our American.
That. I don't know. It sounds pleasant.
Tax dollars. Not a war with Russia.
That's what they want, their tax dollars. Now, in all fairness, she did not post this. Somebody called Red Pill USA Patriots pulled this as a necessary message. Red Pill USA Patriots. I'm straight up Russian. I'm just going to go with that. Let's see. Isn't it interesting the U.S. is running the war but haven't deployed the U.S. military? Now ask yourself why. Devolution and wink. Running the war but haven't deployed the U.S. military. Ask yourself why. Well, first of all, we're not running a war. And secondly, that's why we haven't deployed the military. And secondly, we have deployed military to support NATO countries and to train Ukrainians in the use of the gear we're sending. Holy shit, these people are dumb. You're watching House Sparks Mega Worldwide. And boy, is it fun.